Hi, I'm Amber, and I'm the CEO and founder of Grow It Forward Inc. A little over 6 years ago, on November 28th, 2014, Grow It Forward became a nonprofit organization on a mission to provide people in need with dignified access to good food, along with opportunities to grow, cook, share, and advocate for it. Today, we are now serving over 1,000 families every week, feeding those in need and giving them opportunities to have food security. We are standing here today at the Grow It Forward Community Food Center, where we're hosting our Winter Farmers Market, featuring 12 local vendors in our community. We hope that you can visit us very soon, and we appreciate all of the support of our community partners, donors, sponsors, and of course our volunteers and our board of directors. Thank you so much for joining us this evening, and we look forward to seeing you again soon.
Welcome to Grow It Forward Community Food Center's 2020 Cornucopia Awards. In 2014, Grow It Forward was created, the vision of Amber Dogs, who, since its inception, has been the CEO of this nonprofit. Like most nonprofits, the first few years of existence are rocky. However, with perseverance and community support, Grow It Forward Community Food Center has come into its own, and this past year has been a transformative one. As with most aspects of our life in 2020, the pandemic had an impact. For many people, they may have first heard of Grow It Forward because of food distributions. When the virus started to affect our area, many people struggled to put food on the table. Grow It Forward was in a position to help, and help they did. Beginning in April, Grow It Forward began distributing food to families in need. As various grants got renewed, this continued with over 1,000 boxes of food being distributed each week. The USDA Farmers to Families Food Box Program, with assistance from Feeding America of Eastern Wisconsin, the Hunger Task Force, the Hunger Relief Federation of Wisconsin, the Wisconsin Dairy Recovery Program, all made these boxes possible. In addition, Grow It Forward helped by purchasing food from local farmers to help maintain their revenue stream. We also had donations from local farmers and companies, like Lakeside Foods, Pine River Dairy, Lamers Dairy, Raditz and Associates, Sullivan Family Farm, River of Dreams, Eggs from Gordy Wilker, Lake Orchard Farm Aquaponics, Sheboygan County Food Bank, Adams Heirlooms, SLO Farmers Co-op. A huge shout-out also goes to Northern Cold Storage for the ideal space to conduct such a massive undertaking. Our volunteers were nothing short of amazing. Each week we had 12 to 20 people show up to volunteer their time. Some days the sun was very hot, other times it rained. In the fall it was cold outside. Most recently, we even loaded boxes into cars during a very pretty snowfall. No matter the weather, our crew helped provide access to healthy food to people in their community. We also had several volunteers who offered to deliver food to people who did not have a way there to pick up the boxes. Beginning in September, we moved our food distribution to the Grow It Forward Community Food Center at 1501 Marshall Street. We thank our volunteers from the bottom of our hearts. Grow It Forward held its first annual Trick or Eat food donation drive. Amber and the volunteers were in costume and took the donated items from the cars and put them in the food pantry at Grow It Forward. The Farm Discovery Center of Wisconsin and Parker Hanfin both conducted food drives to help stock our shelves. If people are in need of food, they can contact Grow It Forward and make an appointment to receive food on Thursdays and Fridays from 2 to 4 p.m. and on Saturdays from 9 until 11. Once again, Grow It Forward sponsored the Garden Blitz. In 2015, Grow It Forward joined the Grow Your Own Food movement and held its first garden bed blitz. Each year since then, Grow It Forward has installed at least 10 garden beds at homes, schools, and churches in our community. People were able to get a 4x4 or 4x8 foot garden bed, and thanks to Bill Jacobson of Lakeshore Vermicomposting and Lee Meyer of Ecotech for helping with our garden blitz. Thank you to our wonderful volunteers and our generous sponsors. We could not do this without all of your support. Thank you also to KI, the Courthouse Pub, Manitowoc Well Built, Ryan's on York, Dram Corporation, Local 731 Carpenters, Fox Communities Credit Union, and Lakeshore Family Funeral Homes. Look forward to another Garden Blitz for 2021. In 2019, St. John's United Church of Christ generously donated their building to Grow It Forward Community Food Center. 2020 has been a year of transformations for the Grow It Forward organization and also for the physical space. One of the first projects was to remove the pews and the carpeting. The pews were donated to the Manitowoc County Courthouse. Chris H. Tagan was the architect who designed the courthouse, as well as the one who designed the original entry of St. John's. Just recently, the walls were repaired and painted. In the process, the patterns on the original walls were discovered. A new floor was added and a cafe counter was installed. Come check out the new sanctuary space at the Grow It Forward Community Food Center. Support for this project was provided in part by the American Family Dream Foundation. Thank you to Serta Pro Painters, Cadence Services, Sixel and Schwinn Incorporated, Etched in Stone, and Gray Owl Construction for your excellent work in transforming our space. Mara's Cafe at Grow It Forward Community Food Center has been offering weekday lunch food service. With the addition of the upstairs cafe space, look for additional opportunities to try Chef Rebecca's deliciously lovely and healthy food, including at our winter farmers market. Mara's Cafe is a progressive business whose mission dovetails nicely with Grow It Forward. Recently, Mara's Cafe provided 405 meals to Holy Family Memorial as a thank you to local healthcare workers. A portion of all sales at Mara's Cafe supports the programs and services at Grow It Forward Community Food Center. Grow It Forward's farm-to-school and garden-based learning activities cover local food, gardening, food preparation, and nutrition topics. Participants gain a more in-depth understanding of the relationship between soil, plants, and food, and learn expert recommendations for nutrition and physical activity. We want to thank Shipbuilders Credit Union for sponsoring our farm-to-school and community education programming last year. Students at Monroe Elementary School learned all about how to grow food in a grow tower. In addition, students spent time in the kitchen, the garden, and learned about composting with worms. CEO Amber was named Central Regional Coordinator for the Wisconsin School Gardens Network. And Amber was approached by the Manitowoc Public Library to host a 6-episode summer program called In the Garden. She and co-host Dina discussed issues relevant to beginning gardeners. This year, Grow It Forward is a host site with the AmeriCorps, and Farm-to-School Specialist Dina is working with students in Manitowoc and Two Rivers. Grow It Forward took part in the Great Apple Crunch and even had Boys and Girls Club Executive Director Bill Birchie in on the fun. As part of the education and awareness about gardening and healthy eating, Grow It Forward was at the farmers market twice this past summer. Fork Farms, a northeast Wisconsin maker of hydroponic grow towers, partnered up with Grow It Forward. Currently, in our community food center, we have 4 grow towers producing lettuce and other leafy greens. An additional 4 towers are waiting to come online. The produce from these towers will be sold and used with our community meals. We appreciate the support and the expertise of the fine folks from Fork Farms. Additional sponsors of our grow towers are United Healthcare, the Fox Cares Foundation, Investors Community Bank, and the Green Bay Packers Foundation. Thank you so much for your support. Right from the start, Night Market 920, coordinated in conjunction with Brennan Seehafer Productions, became a hit with the community and part of the effort to revitalize the downtown. This event brought many people together and was a major fundraiser for Grow It Forward Community Food Center. Night Market 920 was a nominee for the Community Collaboration Award given by the Chamber of Manitowoc County. With the pandemic, the Night Market 920 had to be put on hold for the summer, but we're optimistic for the future, and we look forward to continuing to work with Brennan Seehafer Productions. The commercial kitchen at Grow It Forward Community Food Center gets a lot of use. When not being used for Mara's Cafe and catering, it's used for instructional programming, prep work, training and teaching volunteers, as well as preparations for community meals. We also worked to preserve donated food to save for future community meals. Last year, 50 elderly shut-ins received Christmas meals because of kindness from Adams Heirlooms, Misfits Homegrown, Crystal's Piggly Wiggly. This food was processed and delivered from volunteers at Grow It Forward. The 14th Street Community Garden was built in 2015 in one day with the generosity and collaboration of over 350 community members and businesses. On site, there are dozens of raised beds, 27 fruit and nut trees, access to water, and a garden shed. The United Way Day of Caring and Comcast Cares Day in 2015 helped to make this space a reality. In 2020, the City Parks Department provided a greenhouse and additional raised beds and are currently in the process of being assembled. The 14th Street Community Garden provides places for people in the community to garden, opportunities to grow food for our organization, as well as an opportunity for programming to take place for both youth and adults in our community. This newly raised greenhouse will provide additional space and amenities to make our programming that much more effective. Constructing a greenhouse is a large project. We truly appreciate the leadership of Kurt Hall and his crew at the Manitowoc Parks and Recreation Department, as well as the United Way of Manitowoc County for helping to get this project off the ground. The West Foundation provided support for the garden beds and additional property improvements. Additional businesses helping with the greenhouse project were Hartman's Town and Country Greenhouse, SC Concrete, Mike Howe Builders, Schneider & Schneider Construction, and R&J Fricke. Grow It Forward is a community-minded organization. We work with Foodwise of Manitowoc County, the Salvation Army, the First Presbyterian Church and their community dinners, Crusaders of Justicia, and Horizon House, which is part of the Lighthouse Recovery. Recently, the Grow It Forward Community Food Center became the home to the Clipper City Cordsmen. As soon as they moved in, they began helping with maintenance on the ground and in the building. The Winter Farmers Market at the Grow It Forward Community Food Center increases the public's access to healthy local foods and builds community, supports the local economy, and provides marketing opportunities for farmers and small businesses. This year, in order to maintain social distancing, we've had to reduce the number of vendors, but the market continues on the second and fourth Saturday from November through April at the Grow It Forward Community Food Center on Marshall Street. The times are from 9 until 12:30. Our winter market vendors provide fresh and preserved food, meat, eggs, and crafts. In addition, Mara's Cafe is also open, serving food and coffee. We are also beneficiaries for much kindness within our community. Bank First is a longtime supporter of Grow It Forward, not only in the building, but also with major events like the Night Market 920. In addition, Bank First has provided mentorship, guidance, and leadership, and has transformed our work. A recent donation was the equivalent of over 55,000 meals. We appreciate their ongoing support of our mission. CNH Industrial has forged a partnership that will provide vital support in the future. They are helping with our expansion of the community garden and also our organization. They are connecting us with agronomists and other experts in the field. They also will be helping expand our community farm on 5 acres that was made available to us by Bruce Elliott of Louis Sporting Goods. A recent generous donation by the Grace Congregational United Church of Christ in Two Rivers will further help Grow It Forward to meet its mission as we move into the future. Additional support for future projects is coming from the Nash Foundation, the United Way, and Paul Lutz of L2 Refrigeration. We appreciate the many people who are anonymous with donations, or places like Vu's Thai Restaurant, who gave money to help replace our boiler. Last June, Culver's raised money on our behalf. Pizza Garden supported our mission and our good work, as did ACE Building Service. Look for a future project from a Boy Scout of the Bay Lakes Council. This past year truly was an amazing year at Grow It Forward. In 2019, Amber Doggs was named the 2019 Young Professional of the Year winner by the Chamber of Manitowoc County. Amber was named to be one of the co-parade marshals for the 2020 Holiday Parade. In 2020, Grow It Forward was nominated for Nonprofit of the Year by the Chamber of Manitowoc County. Pictured here with Amber are Board President Ryan O'Toole, Board members Eli Steimley and Jason Prigge. Additional board members are Chris Abel and Brad Bauman. And now here's a message from board member Dana Bungle.
Howdy, I'm Dana Bungle, one of the newest members of the Grow It Forward board family. I truly believe in the mission of Grow It Forward and how this organization addresses the food inequalities of our community. As an educator, I know there will be a strong bond between the Manitowoc schools and Grow It Forward. Not only will we feed super nutritious and healthy food to our students, but we will also teach them, empower them to grow their own sustainable food. I want to thank Amber and the rest of the board for giving me this opportunity to serve this great city of Manitowoc. Thanks.
Other team members this past year are Tally Fody, Program Development Intern, Kylie Bowman, Communication Director, and recently hired Christina Yang, Administrative Intern. This holiday season, give the gift of full plates and fuller hearts. Join the fight against hunger by supporting our Million Meals campaign. No one in Manitowoc County should go hungry. $1 equals over 5 meals. Give today. Go to grow54220.com.
Hi, this is Amber again from Grow It Forward Community Food Center. As you can see, this year has been an amazing transformative year for our organization, but there is much work to be done yet. Right now, currently, there are over 7,000 individuals in Manitowoc County struggling with hunger. And we also know that that number is increasing every day based on circumstances due to COVID-19. Our work is transformative right here at Grow It Forward Community Food Center, and some of that work that we need to do yet this year and moving forward includes installing a brand new walk-in cooler and freezer in order to receive additional food sources to serve our families in need. We also are working on the development of a community meal program so family members and individuals in need can receive meals right here at our cafe space. We also have a plea right now to our donors and supporters to help us raise over 1 million meals for our families in need in this upcoming year. You can go to our website at grow54220.com to give today. Thank you so much for your generous support of our organization and the good work that we're doing to feed the immediate need of hunger in Manitowoc County and also working to end future hunger as we move forward. Thank you again for your support and have a wonderful day.